Hey guys, it's Jasma, and today we're going to make sweet potato lattes in 3 different ways. Sweet potato latte is a Korean drink that is extremely healthy because it's made of sweet potatoes and milk. This is super simple to make, and today I've made a few changes to give it 3 different flavors. We're going to make a pecan sweet potato latte, a coconut purple sweet potato latte, and a almond sweet potato latte. So let's get started. First off, we're going to steam the sweet potato so that it's nice and cooked. This is the only part in the entire recipe that actually takes some time, which is why I suggest you to do it ahead of time so you could just keep it in the fridge and whip up some sweet potato latte whenever you want to. Now usually people would peel off the skin of the sweet potatoes, but I like to keep it on because most of the nutrition is actually in the skin. And by steaming it, we're actually going to keep those nutrition in it because when you're boiling it, some of it could be lost. So it is very important that the sweet potatoes are nice and clean. When you're washing the sweet potatoes, you want to use a brush specifically for washing vegetables and fruit. And you want to scrub it nicely because there could be a lot of dirt on top of the sweet potato since it is a root vegetable. Chop off both ends, and you can also cut off the lumpy pieces on the peel that you do not want to eat. I want to keep this as clean as possible because I'm also going to be using the peel inside of this latte. Then I'm going to chop the sweet potato into smaller pieces so that it could steam a little bit quicker. Prepare a pot, place it in a rack, and fill it up with water. Then I'm going to place the bowl with the sweet potatoes inside of it into the pot, put on the lid, and place the pot on top of the stove. Turn the heat onto high and cook it for around 20 minutes. Cook the sweet potatoes until it is nice and soft, and you should easily be able to poke it with a fork, and that means they are done. So now we can make our first flavor, which is a pecan sweet potato latte. So this recipe involves some pecans, regular milk, and our sweet potatoes. Today I'm using 1% partially skimmed milk. You can use whatever type of milk you like. Measure at 1.5 cups. And I'll microwave it for a minute so it's nice and warm. Sweet potato latte is usually drank warm, which is why I microwave my milk, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So today I'm going to be using a Vitamix blender. This is a high power blender, which is why I could put my skin and the pecans inside of it because it blends it to a nice and smooth consistency. So in the Vitamix blender, I'm going to add in my sweet potatoes. I'm using 70 grams in this recipe today. I'm adding in some pecans to add some extra flavor and nutrition, and I'm going to keep a few as garnish for later on. You could also use walnuts if you like to. And then I'm going to pour in the warm milk. You can also add in a tablespoon of honey if you would like this to be sweeter. Now as a garnish, take the walnuts that you reserved earlier, chop it up, and then just sprinkle it over your drink. For our next flavor, it's going to be a coconut and purple sweet potato latte. For this, you're going to need purple sweet potatoes, coconut milk, and I'm also going to be using some fine coconut flakes to garnish the final product. So I'm going to measure out 1.5 cups of coconut milk. I'm just going to microwave it for 1 minute. Okay, add the purple sweet potatoes into the blender along with the warm coconut milk. Blend until nice and smooth. Pour into a cup. And on top, I'm going to sprinkle on some coconut flakes. Now for our last flavor, I'm going to make a almond sweet potato latte. So I have some almond milk here, and I'm going to once again measure 1.5 cups and microwave it. To the blender, I'm adding in 35 grams of the purple sweet potato and 35 grams of the regular sweet potato. Then just pour in the warm almond milk. I'm just going to sprinkle on a few almond slices as garnish. So that's how you make sweet potato latte in 3 different ways. These are super simple to make, very healthy, and they also look very nice. They all have a very different color of its own, and you could choose whatever flavor that you would like to make. I really hope you could try this out. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time. Bye!